But slowly, because those days we people there were no boundaries. The world is not divided as per the continents, no. Because of that, people used to move freely from one place to another place, and especially by that time also, though man know how to produce his food and all, but still is a nomadic. They used to move as groups to one place to another place. That's how few people started moving to Indus Valley areas, and they settled over there. And they introduced themselves as Aryans. Okay, they used to call themselves as Aryans. And their main language was Sanskrit. Most of them used to speak in Sanskrit. Okay, and in Sanskrit, Arya means respected people or good people, good families. That's how they had a very superior feeling. And by the time when they have come to these areas and settle in this place, the people who are living over there, Indus Valley people, they are very meek people. They're not very superior, means a super official way, they don't behave. And they are very humble. That's why these people used to dominate them. And because of their domination, because of their clashes and all, most of the people, Indus Valley people, have moved to other places. And so these people only started living here. And Aryans have composed four important religious scripts, and they call them as Vedas. Hope you are all following me.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Please.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So they composed four Vedas. So there I have given you names of four Vedas. That is, first one is Rig Veda. Third dot you can see. Rig comma is not there. You have please comma. Rig Veda, Ajurveda, Samaveda, and Atharva Veda. These are the four Vedas they have written. And according to those Vedas, they used to lead their life. Okay. And actually, among these four Vedas, the first one, Rig Veda, was written very first. So that's why the social life of these people in the beginning years was directed by Rig Veda, was guided by Rig Veda culture. Whatever was written down in Rig Veda, according to that, they used to lead their social life. They used to lead their religious life. Okay, so Rig Veda was a little a flexible Veda, very okay, we say what I say, generous, generosity or whatever we say that it's okay, good, flexible. But rest of the three are not that flexible. They are very rigid Vedas. Okay, that's why they have given very rigid customs and traditions. So here you have to understand one thing. In olden days, mostly people used to carry their life based on the religion what they follow. Even today, as you all know that some of the countries I told you as theocratic states. Can someone tell me one example of theocratic state? Because in last classes I told you theocratic, opposite to secular. Theocracy is opposite to secular state. Or okay, can someone tell me what is a secular state?
Where
Anyone,
there
please?
is the freedom of religion.
Where there is freedom of religion. Very good. Then is like in their administration, can you see the interference of religion in the secular kingdoms? Do
No,
you
ma'am.
see? That's in the it means the religion is like a government will be neutral regarding religious issues. Okay, government have nothing to do with the religion. Only their policies, their laws are differ from religion. Public opinion, they make the laws based on public opinion. But in theocratic states, for example, today we have Saudi Arabia, Iran, Iraq. Even today, we are in in 21st century and all, though we are under like what say globalization or liberalization influence, but still they are theocratic states. There they follow one religion, that official religion they have, and they rule their country. The customs and traditions of that country or that society is completely influenced by Quran. Okay, Quran is their main thing. In the same way, in India, during 1500 BC to 600 BC, we are also under the influence of Vedas. That's why we call this as a Vedic culture also. Indian culture from 1500 to 600 BC is also known as Vedic culture. Okay, Aryan culture as well as Vedic culture, we call it as. Okay, so now let me talk to you about according to those Vedas or whatever it is, how our social life was in India during those days. Social conditions, when you see in the early Vedic period, that is 1500 to 1000 BC, lifestyle is somewhat okay. They started following patriarchal family system. Caste system has come into existence. I think I told you people in the beginning class, caste system in India has entered in 1500 BC. That is with the Aryans. Okay, Aryans are the people who divided this society into various castes. Okay, and these people promoted patriarchal family system. What was the family system Indians followed previous before this?
Matriarch.
Matriarchal family. Matriarchal family means who is the head?
Mother.
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 Mother is the head of the family. Now these people, they made father is the uh, like a head for the family. Father will be the decision maker for the family. Everyone should be under the father's control. Like that, father will be the main breadwinner for the family. And of course they followed the joint family system. Okay, and there is little equality of gender in the beginning years, that is in 1500 to 1000. Gender equality is there. Men and women were treated equally only beginning. But later days, where I told you, know, Ajurveda, Samaveda, and Atharva Veda had come, during that time, now the system again have changed. So a lot of changes have taken place in Indian society because of these Vedas. What has made means caste system became so strong. In the beginning, caste system has entered, but not that strong. So, but with these people in the later days, caste system became so strong, and gender inequality has entered. Means the society not given equal importance to women as with the man. Okay, so they made women as a like a inferior to man, or man was a superior person in Indian society from that time onwards, 1000 BC onwards. Okay, and women also not allowed to have education. They didn't allow them to have education. And child marriages became very, very common. Maybe at the age of 7 or 6, marriages used to be taken place for the children. This is how the system have changed. That was about the beginning years. And again, because of these Vedas, Ajurveda, Samaveda, men supposed to follow one custom. That custom was known as Asrama Dharma. Have you seen there? I have given you Asrama Dharma in bold letters or in black highlighted. Have you seen ma? Ashrama Dharma. Yeah. So according to this, the Vedas have forced men, or or what I say, imposed on man, that they have to go through 4 stages in their lifespan. Okay, all the men, especially higher caste, that is Brahmins, Kshatriyas, and Vaisyas, mainly 3 things, and Sudras and Panchamas, they didn't force them. If they want, they can. But for these people, they didn't do that. So according to that, after like around 11 years or something, after men got what we call it as mm, what is threading ceremony. You heard about that threading ceremony? They put up janjam or something. Even today we have in the Brahmin community, they follow that.
Yes, ma'am.
What do we call it, ma?
Janayu.
Jenu. So that after having that threading ceremony, so men supposed to follow this system. That is, they were divided like this. What is the first stage? From 11 years onwards, he's supposed to go to Gurukula. Brahmacharyan period means he's supposed to go to Gurukulas to have education. So
Hello.
Brahmacharyan period is nothing but education period for boys. Okay. Then after that only they will come back. If they had a child marriage and all, then they will continue as a gruhastu life. Okay. So that is maybe around 18 to 19 years, around 5 to 7 years, they will learn all Vedas. Education is nothing but religious instructions only. So they used to go to Gurukula. There in with the Guru, 24/7 he has to be the Guru only. They have to learn all Vedas and all. Okay. Then they'll come back. They will have like a family life. After a few years again in the family life, maybe a man reaches about around 60 years or maybe 58, 60 years time. Again, he has to leave the family. Again, he must go to Vanaprastha, that is forest. He must go to forest. There, from 60 years, once he attained the age of 60, he has to detach himself from the secular life. In the sense, he need not to maintain, what I called social or what say family relations, but he will make himself separate and he start doing meditation. Meditation is one of the process in human life of Aryan society time, Aryan period time. So after a few years, that is Vanaprastha, meditation time and all, like the forest, whatever is available, he will be eating and he will continue his life over there. Then he will move on to sannyasin period after meditation for a few years. That time he will leave the forest, come back to the villages, come back to the society, but he don't go, he's not supposed to go to his own family. He will be moving as a sannyasin to one place to another place. In teaching about religious issues, in teaching about moral ethics to the people who are leading Gruhastu life. This is how they lead their life. And during that time, do you know one thing? These sannyasins, they depend for their livelihood on begging. They people feel it is privilege to help the sannyasins. They give food. Purposely they call them and give them food so that they feel that it is a blessing. In olden days, they feel like that. But do you know today? Today, in our country, especially in India, we have beggars. So many beggars on the roads. You can see them. Sometimes I feel after studying this thing, no, Aryan culture and all, maybe our culture is followed still by some of our people. In olden days, sannyasin period, they supposed to beg and live their life, no. So even now, so with the easy way, without working, maybe they are following this custom. That's how I feel because sometimes old habits die hard. We say no, so maybe some people were taking up this, but it is prohibited. I think most of you know that in our constitution, third right we have right against exploitation. In the right against exploitation, few things have been prohibited by the government of India. That is begging, child labor, prostitution, bonded labor. These are all been prohibited. Their intention is that these professions will not give dignity or decency to a human being. Our government intention, our society intention is that everyone should lead a dignified life. You have to be respected by the society. We never respect the people who involve in these kind of works, no, like a prostitutes or what we say that beggars and all. So that's why it has removed, but still you can see today, even these days in our society. Anyhow, that is a different issue. Uh, we have to think over why still begging is going on in our country. Maybe, as I just now said, it's a easy way of making money. I think you might have read in the newspapers and all in India, in Mumbai or somewhere. I read newspaper in the news that there is one beggar who is a very rich person. It seems he had his own apartments and all. He gives apartment for in rent, and again he will continue the same. And we have been watching in the new like TV channels also now and then, when municipality people about to remove the dead body of a beggar who died on the footpaths and all. So after removing his dead body, when they remove the blanket and all, they could able to see a lot of money under in his blanket, under his like a mat or something. So like that, people they're begging and earning money, but actually, which has been prohibited in our present society, but it was accepted in Aryan period. Okay, that is also one of the stage of man's life of that time. That is known as asrama dharma. Okay, and those days, mostly in our Indian society, people used to wear the garments, the dresses, colors, no, very limited colors dresses they used to wear. That is red color, yellow color, and saffron color, and what we call it as a white. These are only the colors dresses we are available in those days. Mostly the men, oh no, they used to wear saffron, because sannyasin period they used to wear yellow colors. Okay, so that's how when you see some movies, no, in our epics like Ramayana, Mahabharata and all, there also you could see this kind of colors only they wear. And one more thing is that those days in India, one of the culture was that both men and women used to wear like ornaments. Not only women, even men also used to wear ornaments, earrings, and chains or necklace, or these kind of things they used to wear. Do you know this? Hello, students. Are you listening me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Where you saw this kind of model, like have you seen in the movies?
Yes, ma'am.
Movies,
Yes.
Ramayana, Mahabharata, these kind of movies, when you see, no, there we can see the men also wearing this, like Krishna, Lord Krishna, all these people, no, they used to have lots of ornaments on their body. huh? So that's a culture of Aryans. Okay. And their main entertainment, these people used to live in villages. They like village culture because they are pastoral tribe. Their main occupation was cattle rearing. Cattle rearers they are. Out of rearing the cattle, they get the revenue, they get the money. That's all the main occupation. That's why most of them live in the villages. Okay, they didn't like city culture. That's why some of these people, when they have come and settled here, they demolished cities like Harappa, Mohenjo-daro. They says whether it is correct or not, we are not sure. But people says since they didn't like city, they demolished some of the things. After Indus Valley, people have moved to other places. Then next one, their entertainment, music, singing, dance, and majorly men used to entertain themselves by playing gambling cards, no? Gambling. That thing they all the time used to do. And horse race is very very like a important entertainment for the men of those days. Okay, so this is about their culture, or what say, their entertainment issues. Then when it comes to their like Indians who lived in these premises between 1500 to 600 BC, their politics or their religious conditions, what they are all on, and all means. First of all, I talk to you about the religion. So you can see the fourth point, I believe, here in your PPT. Fourth point, if you see, they used to worship nature as God. They used to worship nature as God and goddess. Say, for example, our people believe that nature consisting of five elements. Can someone tell me what are the five elements Indians believe that nature consisting of?
Water, fire, air, earth.
Yeah. So first,
Rain.
yeah, the Aryans used to believe follow Sanskrit, no? So in Sanskrit, Panchabhutas means five elements. Okay, in five, first one they call it as Prithvi. If you people don't know, kindly write down Panchabhutas, five elements. Number one, Prithvi. Second one, Agni. Third one, Vayu. Fourth one, Jal. Jal. And fifth one, Akash. Have you written? First one,
Yes.
Prithvi. Prithvi. Then I said Agni. Third one, Vayu, I said. Then fourth one, Jal. And fifth one,
Akash.
Akash. These are the five. These are known as Panchabhutas. So, Indians who are called as Aryans in the beginning 1500 years BC time, they worship these things as God and goddess. Okay, and as part of nature worship, they used to give animal sacrifices. Animal sacrifices are the common worship model of Indians at that time. And these animal sacrifices, how they used to give, it's yagna. Yagnas they used to do, yagas they used to do. In that yagna, they used to put the sacrifices. Okay, and sometimes yagnas with the ghee, butter, and all they do. Some yagnas are with the animal sacrifices they put. Okay, but whatever it is, as a part of their culture, they used to give animal sacrifices. Religious rituals are very, very high during this time. Okay, and after few years, they also started worshipping other gods like Vishnu, Brahma, Yama. These lords, gods also have come into existence. But one thing, please remember, during this period, they don't know temples. They used to worship God in the open areas, in the open places. Okay, Akash, as for example, Akash they used to worship. How they used to worship Akash means morning Surya Namaskaras they used to do. Okay, moon, all kind of Amavasyas, these kind of things they celebrate. Akash, no, stars or nakshatras and all they used to worship. Okay, so and Jal, you all know that Jal like rivers. They used to worship Godavari, Krishna. Even today, I think 2 days back, when our Prime Minister was talking, he was saying that uh, Rivers Day we have celebrated day before yesterday or yesterday. Yeah, he was saying yesterday only. Sorry, yesterday only. He was telling that we have to celebrate river festivals hereafter. At least once in a year, for every river we have to celebrate. He was saying, but generally in India, now also we celebrate Pushkarams. You know what is meant by Pushkaram? Anyone? Have you heard? As a part of Indian culture. Students?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am.
No.
Um,
No. Yeah, this is known as once in 12 years because there are 12 important rivers for us in our country. So each year, one river, like a Pushkaram, we will do. During that time, people go to that like a river and they take a holy bath and feel that their sins will be washed away because of that holy bath. So that is known as in olden days worshipping rivers. Okay, in the river taking bath is a great thing they feel. Then we also know that fire, Agnas and Agas, are in the form of fire they used to worship. God is in the form of fire, like that. They also think. Vayu also. That's why Anjaneya, Lord Anjaneya, they call he's a Vayu Putra, like that. So, but these are all the worship models of people followed in golden days. And when you see their, what to say, political conditions, what how they have ruled themselves. As I told you, know, every tribe they live as one kingdom. Every tribe will have one king, and they call the king as the Rajan because they follow Sanskrit. I said no, in Sanskrit, king is known as Rajan, and the Rajan post will come as a hereditary. So if somebody is a king, after him, his son will become the king. That's it. No elections, nothing. It's a hereditary basis, monarchy form of government they followed, and a few villages put together, maybe around 5 to 6 villages. Same tribe people used to live, and they all comes under one king. So if you remember our Rama and Mahabharata and all, no? So they're all relatives only. Pandavas, Kauravas, and Yadavas. They're all relatives only. But they live in different kingdoms. Have you remembered or have you heard this, students? Please now and then you have to speak to me. Otherwise, I feel
yes,
uh,
ma'am.
I'm teaching to the screen. Hmm? So, like a Sri Krishna is a king for Yadavas, and Duryodhana is a king for Kauravas, and that's it. Dharmaraju, he is a king for what is this Pandavas. Like that, they used to have no, but they're all relatives. But tribe-wise, they used to live, and all these tribes keep on fight with one another. Very common fightings for them. That too, for what you know, because of their cattles. They fight with one another because their main, what is say, occupation is animal rearing. I said no. So because of the cattles only, they used to fight with one another. Okay, that is how they continued their life over there. And in these kingdoms, the main people who helped the king was Purohit, Senapati, and Maharshis. So today we have our kings, our president. Our president is ruled the country with the help of ministers, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, isn't it? These are the people who help the president. But those days, the people who helped the king was Purohit and Maharshis. Why Maharshis and Purohits? Anyone has any clue?
Because they followed a religious system.
Yeah, they followed religious system. Very good. And in religion, see, for example, today we have Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. They make the laws based on public opinion, isn't it? And the laws are provided to the king, or that is the president, or under president there is a prime minister. He will be taken in order to implement. So the king will get the laws from Purohits and Maharshis because they make laws based on the religion, that is Vedas. They know very well, they are well versed people in Vedas. So they make laws and they pass on to the Purohit, And under the guidance of Purohit, Raja Purohit, the king rules the people. Okay. And Senapati is also very important, I said, because he has to protect the territory from external other tribes' occupation and all. Okay, without occupying their land or without taking away their cattle and all, he will be taking care. Okay, so this is how their system, very simple, very, very small kingdoms and all, they lived. Okay, then coming down, the very last point, what is the importance, why like these kingdoms are what we call it as a Vedic culture or Aryan civilization from 1500 to 600 only it continued. After that, why it has disappeared or why it has lost its importance? Reasons to lost importance here I have given you. The very first reason what I have given to you is rigid customs. People were vexed with the rigid customs of Vedic culture. The customs and traditions are so rigid. Women are not supposed to come out. Women are not supposed to take decisions to the family. Women are not supposed to speak out and should not go to have education, should not have work, employability things and all. Okay, that is one side. And for men, oh, all the time they have to be outside, like going to the vanaprastha, these sannyasi. See, anybody likes these kind of things? Just today, you just think of yourself. How many of you like ashrama dharma? You tell me openly. Do you like ashrama dharma, boys? What is for so many days you have to in the gurukulas without any like looking at the parents and all. After that, again vanaprastha, sannyasi. You like it?
No, ma'am.
No way, no, no way. So those people also, as the days moving on, people will, generation gap will come. No, people also against these customs and all. They don't want to continue. Okay, they looked for a new model of lifestyle. Okay, in that process it lost its importance. Then second one is why people are not happy with this religion is animal sacrifices. Oh, everybody has to bring animals in order to sacrifice, so that only they feel that the like a purohit says that then only you will go to moksha, then only you will have what to say that God's grace upon you. So animal sacrifices and bringing so much of butter, ghee and all for yagnas and homas and vratas and all, many were supposed to be there in India at that time. So people were vexed with these kind of sacrificial sacrifices and all. So that's why some of them thought, no, this religion cannot be followed anymore. This any long this on. Then another one important is language. Some of the people they didn't like language, that is Sanskrit. All Vedas are in Sanskrit. What the Purohit says, some of them they don't understand common people. How things have to write, they don't know. So because many women do not know how to write, they don't have education and all. So all the religious books are in Veda Sanskrit. So common people or ordinary people, they thought, no, 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 we cannot. And people thought religion should be ethical oriented. Ethical principles should be there. Religion must be simple in its form, they thought. That's why most of the people thought we have to look for another alternative religion like that with the help of the rulers. Even rulers are not happy with this religion. Kshatriya community are not happy with this religion because though they are the rulers, though they are the kings, they have to they have to fall prostrate before Maharshis, before Purohits. So they thought, why we have to bend like this way, being a king? So it's all because of this system. So the system has to be changed, they thought. So later days, after 600 BC, yeah, from 1600, sorry, 600 BC, this, like what say, Vedic religion lost its importance and new religions have come into existence, and again new culture have arrived into Indian society. That new religion is nothing but Buddhism and Jainism. Buddhism and Jainism. Can someone tell me who are the founders of Buddhism? Who is the founder?
Buddhism was Gautama Buddha.
Gautam Buddha. He belongs to. He is a by like as a person. He, what is his status at that time?
He
Before
was
he
born as a prince.
he was a before he
Prince, I think. No.
yeah, prince. No, he was a prince of one kingdom that is known as Kapilavastu. You remember? Kapilavastu is one of the kingdom in olden days in our country. That is right now it is in the Nepal, in the country Nepal, because those days there were no divisions, no. So that side only, and the people, so Kshatriyas, they were kings, no. So Kshatriyas have started a new religions, ethical oriented religions, that too against the animal sacrifices. So as you know that even now, Vardhaman Mahavir, he was also a Kshatriya community person. He also propagated religion Jainism, which was already there previous years, but the people were not following that. Now, with his entry, he developed this religion and propagated throughout the country. From his time only, this cult is known as Jainism. Okay, so Buddhism and Jainism are the new religions have entered into India during after 600 BC. Okay, so these are the different or two important cultures we Indians have followed during this period. Okay, you understood? Have you understood
Yes.
this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Still, I think we have time. Shall I move to another topic?
We have 2 minutes, ma'am.
Only 2 minutes, huh?
Yes, ma'am. 11:20 we'll have the next class.
11. You have our third hour continuously. They didn't tell you like, okay, else teacher, your HOD didn't tell. Actually, whenever we have online classes, we will have 4 classes. These 4 classes, morning shift, we will have 2 classes, and afternoon, we will have 2 classes. Means the third hour will start generally at 1 o'clock because you need this charging for all these things and all, no. But anyhow, okay, maybe today suddenly we have started this one, no. That why that's the reason why ma'am might have not told you. Anyhow, no problem. Shall I take down? I'm stopping this PPT. I hope you all seen it. Yeah, can I take your attendance? Yeah, roll number
Ma'am,
2.
I have marked it, ma'am.
You marked it, Nana. So can you
Yes, ma'am. Asked me to.
can you give me roll number 2 is absent? Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Roll number 6.
I'm
Who is that? Roll number 2, you
roll
came?
number 2. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, roll number 2 has joined as a guest.
Oh, that's why you couldn't see her. That's why. Okay, then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13, are you here?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
present.
13 also had joined, ma? Okay.
Yes. I joined as a guest.
14?
Present, ma'am.
Okay, 14 also came. Then 19, 21, 22. 20.